Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again, and we're going to be doing a video on the fight between um, Daniel Dubois and Martin Bakole. The question was for the IBF world title. The question we're asking is who wins if this fight comes up. It's a question. The main question is because it's a voluntary defense for Dubois, the second defense, but this is voluntary. And if he wants his voluntary, he can select from the first 15, top 15 people in the boxers in their rankings. Sorry. The question in everybody's lips is will Dubois take the risk because it's dangerous, The fight with Bakole is dangerous. We've seen his fight, what he did to Anderson the other day, and what he's done to all the boxers that he's faced, even though he's been breached once by a hunter, We will tell you that in no particular order. We will tell you. The fight is dangerous for both fighters, no doubt about that. In fact, it's because these two fighters have got momentum at the moment. They've got confidence. So for them, it could have been a very good fight. But in this fight, we will see if it happens. We'll see, because it's bound to happen at some time. We'll see who is the bigger puncher, more dangerous puncher. Because both of them are punching volume punches. They bring to the table a lot of fighters, and they do a variety of punches and volume of punches, and they pack atomic bombs in their arms, and the venom in their punches is so great that you can't anything can happen in the fight, to say the least. The defense is going to be the weapon for this fight, because both of them have leaky defense. And who is going to take advantage and capitalize will be the question in everybody's lips. We're talking about this fight because anything can happen. At some point, you've heard he's going to take he wanted to prove himself to be, Dubois wanted to prove himself to be a hard man, and he's going to reach his title against Bakole, because he feels he's confident he's taken out the king. He's a king slayer. He's going to slay another king. Whether this fight will happen or not, we know at some point in their careers, as far as they are boxing and still boxing and winning, they will meet. But for now, we don't think it's wise for Dubois to take this fight, because to be honest with you, Bakole is a danger and dangerous for every other heavyweight every other boxer in the heavyweight division, just to say the least. And we've had stories of him knocking. Well, that is sparring. Sparring is not the same thing as the competition itself, the real fight itself. Knocking Usyk out, knocking Dubois out, taking out every person he's fought is knocked out in the gym, so he's claimed. And nobody has disputed that fight. So that the fact that they knocked them out, he said it publicly, and then nobody has come to say it's a lie. So we believe he's done it, because no questions asked. It's a great act for them. Bakole is dangerous, no doubt about that. Dubois packs atomic bombs in his arm. We saw what he did to Joshua, no doubt about that. He's been breached twice, and each time he took a kneel against Usyk and took a kneel against Joe Joyce. But that notwithstanding, Dubois packs some punch, and he can take a punch as well. We saw that in Joshua's fight. Even though what we've seen about Dubois and his style is going to be a worry for Bakole, because Dubois comes out fighting just like Mike Tyson of old from the first round. And if he catches you when you're not really warmed up, that catches you cold. Once he catches you cold, he's not going to let go. That is the tactics I've seen Dubois come with in his fights recently. We saw his fight with Miller. We saw his fight with Hegovich. He took some punches from her, but he wasn't deterred. Hegovich, we don't know how powerful he is. He's the only big guy he's fought before is his fight with Zeng, and Zeng is not a pushover. We saw Zeng also knock Joe Joyce out twice. So There's so many things happening in these boxes. For any of them to win proper, we'll say they have to attack the body. The body of the other puncher is very important, but because what it does will always tell you that it weakens the knee, especially when you're caught on the solar plexus or the liver, it discourages you from continuing. It makes you give up. You want to give up, We've seen it happen against Magmudov. We've seen it happen against Sanchez, the Cuban Flash. We've seen it happen to so many boxers. Body punches is important in this fight if it ever happens. And we think attacking the body is the key. The movement, lateral movement. We've seen Usyk movement and everything. We saw Muhammad Ali in the past. We've seen Sugar Ray Leonard, we've seen Whittaker. So many bosses. Evander Holyfield on the front foot. Movement is very important, We've seen boxers who can move. Even before now, we've seen Jake Johnson, he can move. We've seen Sugar Ray Robinson and Sugar Ray Leonard. These are movements, and the angles and the setting out the angles and the positions is just key. We've seen it in the fight in Roberto Duran, the guy from Panama, the hand of stone. These are movement, inside movement. So to win for Bakole or for Dubois, they have to come from the inside, attack the body constantly, consistently, and make the man, take his will out, take his soul, as they say. When you hurt a man severally and hurt him severally, and he can't do anything about that, his will to continue will diminish. I think that is what happened to Dubois in his fight against Usyk and his fight against Joyce, because he had an injury to the eye in the process, and Joyce took advantage of that and attacked that plate. So whoever is going to win in this fight at the end of the day will have to take advantage of some lapses or shortcomings of the other boxer for him to win. There is no doubt in my mind that it's going to be a great fight. If it happens, we're thinking of about February 22nd of February 2025. We don't know yet. Dubois is still in the market trying to see and select the right opponent. But from the grapevine, I heard it's going to be him and Parker. But that is a dangerous fight for him again. I also heard on the other side is that he's going to go on the top 15 and take Ajagba, Ajagba. I will come back to that in a minute. After this video, we're going to do another video about Dubois, fighting Ajagba. We don't know what will happen. We're still waiting for him to announce who he's going to fight with. But if he fights Bakole, I'll be honest, I'll tell you the truth. At this point in time, if Dubois fights Bakole, he will lose. He will lose by decision because Bakole throws volume and series of punches, and they are all atomic bombs, so to say. The venom in those punches are wicked. Dubois has not been able to show that he can fight on the back foot. So for Bakole to win, he has to come from the front foot and put Dubois back. Dubois is not comfortable going on the back foot. Bakole is also not too comfortable going on the back foot. So both boxers will have to take advantage of these lapses for them to win. There's no doubt in my mind about that. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a great fight. And anything can happen in heavyweight boxing, as we say. But most importantly, we say styles make fight. Whoever brings a superior style wins this fight. And our time is gone. We'll be with you again. And do subscribe to this channel to make it grow. Do have a nice day and God bless.